Coach, the tundra may not quite be frozen, but it's getting there as we work our way through December. The radar today, however, is clear at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Green Bay Packers. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Elliott. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Now Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shane Ray in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shane Ray has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there, and that's exactly what happened on that play.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, ready? Mike, 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. It's our field. Protein spill. Shoot.
Sony Michel, his first carry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 18-yard line.
Ready, set. 54, right there. 54, Mike. And let's get in that hole. Defense.
Now Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
90, Wolf. They're running it. Go. Hey, lock it. Go.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Mike 56. Not here. Here we go. 46. 56 for Mike. 26.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down.
35 yards line.
We're scoreless after 1.
We got 4. Check 56. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. 26.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he will have the 1st before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 20-yard touchdown as his guys are on the board 1st here tonight. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They'll run with Michel. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
54. I got you. I got you. Check 61. Match box. Lock down.
Allen now looks to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jordan. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
Check 3. Hey, Haywood. Hustle. Let go.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 28.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Let's go now.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
Ready.
And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line. Deuce. Get it.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Throwing, Prescott. And he's got his man on the out route. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Prescott now. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas first down. Going up top. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe...
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, it's Allen. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Throwing again on second down. Allen. Wide open receiver, complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Pull it together. Chance. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Jay, Sam off. Rock it. Be driven.
Operating from the gun. Allen eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
X3, 218, chopper. Look at me. Score.
Now Allen to throw again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Kill.
Prescott from the gun. He's going to sling this deep downfield. This is caught at the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Weapon. Snap.
From midfield, here's Allen. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Get go.
Allen will try again on second down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 32-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defender.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all. Dash, honey, y'all, dash, honey, y'all, dash, honey, y'all, dash, yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dials, I don't think they can handle this. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on.